What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually doing something I've been trying to do for like 6 months. I just keep putting it off because putting a car on jack stands is no joke. So we have these, they call it front brake cooling deflector kit. I was watching Horsepower Obsessed. He actually did an install video on this, and I figured instead of having my dealership do it, I might as well just go ahead and do it myself. So your Z06 most likely came with this big bag of plastic stuff. I had no clue what it was. I was so excited to get my car, I could care less. So I just threw it in the back, kept moving. Now it's just garage cleaning time, and I need to figure out what to do with these. So I figured either I throw them away or I install them on the car. So I figured might as well go ahead and install them. So you guys can pretty much tell here, I've been pretty busy doing all kind of craziness. I just put this Fab Speed exhaust on the car, titanium, and man, that was so much fun. Just kidding, I will never do it again. But regardless of that, I want to show you guys how these things go on. So you do have some parts you don't install unless you go on the track. So I'm going to leave those off because they're small pieces anyways, but I've already installed this one. So you guys will see a before and after, or I should say after and before. So it's just this plastic trim piece right here. So I just installed this, and there's just a plastic clip piece there. And then there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts that go. Actually, did I put a bolt back here? I can't remember now. Yes, 4. So there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom there. And then there's one on the front right there. And as I said, there's a push pin. So let's go ahead and check out that piece so you guys know what we're talking about now. So that one's installed. This one is not. And so pretty much it goes on like this. So you guys see the piece here? It just goes up in here, and you'll kind of get an idea how it goes in once you see how it fits and forms to this lower control arm. So that push pin goes right here, okay? So let's see if I can sit you guys down and do it real quickly. And if you use the push pin first, I find that this is easier to start with. Right there, boom. And then just get those 8mm bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the front is done. So I'll just go ahead and install 1 bolt. So you're gonna have to position this plastic a little bit too. And I would venture to say you're gonna need a socket and wrench, only because if you use power, you don't know how tight you're going. You don't want to strip this out, obviously. So I'm just starting with power, and then once I feel like I've hit the bottom, I'm gonna go get my wrench and just make sure we're good to go. So that's not even all the way in. And then that's pretty much all the way. And that's my point, is you don't know where the end is. And yeah, this is all aluminum and it's just easy to damage. So I'm not even gonna go too deep with these. But yeah, this one I can see the end, but because these bolts go up in here, you don't really see when it bottoms out, basically. All right, so out back, these go somewhere on the back of the brakes. Right there. So let me go get my light real quickly. So you guys can probably see a little bit better now. So I have the bolts already in there. They have some blue Loctite on there, which is nice. So let's see if I can get this. I might be using the wrong tool here. Let me see if I can get an extension on this thing, because I can't reach. Holy cannoli, look at that big old boy there. That's a 10-inch extension. I tried to use my 6, but let's see if this will work. It'll work, but I just need to get a better tool. I'm just trying to flex here because I have all these new tools now. But yeah, I have something that will get right in here. So let me go ahead and grab that. So all I did was use this, like I call it the left angle. I got this so long ago and I forgot about it. But now that I've been doing some of my own work on my car, this thing has come in handy. So yeah, it got right up in there. Actually, I positioned it up in here like this and got that one. And this one here was easy too, because boom, right there. So like I said, if you don't feel like pulling out all your tools to get these easy jobs done, this comes in really handy. So here's just another look at it. Yeah, it really does come in handy. Amazon store down below if you want some tools or some ideas on some tools. And now we just got to do the other side here. And you guys pretty much saw how it went in. But yeah, most likely, unless you go to like a high volume Corvette store, typically you will see them do a lot more of this stuff because they have more dedicated techs for Corvette. So they know what to do, they know what these parts are. Sometimes when dealers don't sell more than 10 Corvettes a year, they have no clue what this stuff is either, and they don't feel like dealing with it, so they'll just throw it in the back of the car and it just never gets installed. But I can't say that about my dealer because I was in such a rush to pick up my car that they didn't have time to install them. So I'm pretty sure they would have done it because the guy that does this work, he's the only guy that touches Corvette. And I think he went to some special training, so he knows where all this stuff goes. But let's go ahead, and I walked all the way over here without the tools or the bolts. So I'll just show it to you really quickly. They're two 10 mils, 1, 2. And I have 6 more of those, what were those, 7 mils? 7 or 8 mils right there. So I'm sure they go for more of those plastic trim pieces, so we'll figure those out here in a second. So I just figured out that the 2 lower pieces for the rear sit too low here. So that's kind of why I bet some dealerships don't even install these. I'm willing to bet you that because of how low these sit, and I'm talking about this guy right here, these two scoop up air and they sit low. I just kind of test fitted them, and yeah, they would basically be too low. So that's why I bet some dealerships don't even install it, because they assume that all of this is for the track, as opposed to just putting it all on, the pieces that actually can stay on the car. So it kind of makes sense why some dealers don't install it. But we're gonna go ahead and install these last 2 pieces, and that's pretty much it, guys. So again, I hope this was helpful. I'll show you guys the finished project. Now, one thing that I did, I got this vinyl wrap here off of Amazon, so you guys will see. So the factory exhaust does protrude out a little bit more, and like you have like this chrome heat barrier, basically is what I call it. And so because it looks kind of tacky with this different exhaust, I just put this black like heat wrap basically off of Amazon. This is down below too if you would like to have that for your install. You can have, if you're doing it yourself, then obviously I just cut it down to fit basically. And it doesn't look pretty, I would say, but I mean, honestly, I don't think anyone would even notice. But when you see that chrome back there, it just looks a little weird. So I just figured bumper's already off, and it's super easy to do it while it's off the car, and then boom. It took me 10-15 minutes, I think, to get both sides done. And like I said, it's just one thing you don't think about, but I was basically down here the other day, and I was like, man, it doesn't look good. So then I just figured, let me just go ahead and order something. Got it here basically the same day from Amazon. Boom, put it on.
I did a quick search and found this forum post, and it does look like dealers are not installing these, and it should be done during the PDI process, and a few people confirmed this. So if you are picking up your Corvette, at the very least, make sure that they put these parts inside the car, because they're not cheap. So just for the rear passenger side duct, it's going to cost you $100 for both sides. These pieces here are $16 a piece. The bolts that I showed you guys, they're $4.44 a piece. Now, I don't see the front brake ducts, and I'm willing to bet you if these are $55, I'm willing to bet you those are probably $100 a piece. So you could spend anywhere between $200 to $400 for all these parts. So make sure before you pick up your car, you have all the stuff, because it's not cheap. And I'm willing to bet you if you drive off without it, you have to purchase it after the fact.